Episode of the Random Chat Series. This is episode 2, and you know what? We are gearing up for Spider-Man No Way Home. I was going to do this video next week, but I'm so excited to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. No spoilers. I'm just going to talk about like what we've seen in the trailer, who might be showing up, all that and much more coming up on the Random Chat Series. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Random Chat Series podcast. I am glad that I'm doing the Random Chat Series podcast once again. I really missed it a lot. I love talking comic book news, video game news, movie news. I don't know if I'm going to do trailer reactions, but if I do a trailer reaction, it's just going to be a watch the trailer and give you my thoughts on this. I usually do my trailer reaction on Twitch, or not, excuse me, not Twitch. Oh my God, on TikTok. Man, I just totally had a brain fart there. I couldn't remember the name of it. On TikTok. And I usually will post it on my Instagram, cosplayer comic book nerd. So, anyway, we are going to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, which is coming out next week. And this, oh my gosh, I am so excited. Like, I am so excited for Spider-Man No Way Home. This movie was originally supposed to come out last July. Give me 1 second. The first. I'm looking up this news story that I was that I need to talk about because I've heard Spider-Man, it's a Spider-Man related news, which okay, so this is, I was gonna go with We Got This Covered, but We Got This Covered is pretty much not a reliable site. I heard John Campea, which I am not a big fan of him at all. I mean, I'll watch his videos, but as a fan, I'm not a fan of him. Some of the stuff he says, I'm a fan of. Some of the stuff he says, I am not a fan of. But I had to find the news story that was a lot of people were covering, which I wanted to talk about this and cover. So anyway, the first trailer for No Way Home, it was fantastic. It was really, really good. I mean, just to see the Green Goblin and Doc Ock again was fantastic. I was just like, oh my God, like this, I haven't been hyped up for this movie since Endgame. I mean, it's like, this movie has got Endgame hype, Infinity War hype. I mean, the ticket sales were just like crazy. It hasn't been crazy like that since Infinity War and Endgame. Don't get me wrong, I was excited to see Black Widow, but I don't think I was like a level 10 sweaty comic book nerd excited. I mean, I wanted to see it because Red Guardian looked awesome, you know. I was going into Shang-Chi, which I really enjoyed. I think, I forget where I have it, but when I do my end of the movie, favorite movies of the year podcasts. I usually do that on New Year's Eve. I forget where I have Shang-Chi right now, but Shang-Chi I think is in my top 5, and Eternals I really enjoyed too. I have never read any of the Eternals. The only thing I knew about the Eternals was Thanos was part of the Eternals. Shang-Chi, the only thing I really knew about Shang-Chi was Shang-Chi is kind of set in that Iron Fist universe. So, when I saw the first trailer, I'm like, that's it. Because the first one was kind of a teaser one, and the second one is always the full trailer. Even though, like, sometimes the teaser trailer has a full trailer length, if that makes sense. But I saw the first trailer, and I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm done until December. I don't want to see anything more. And when the second trailer came out, I was avoiding it. I was like, I'm not watching it. I do not want to see any more stuff. I've seen what I wanted to see. I'm gearing up. I'm ready for December 16th, which it comes out on Thursday, the Thursday pre-shows. I was like, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. And I know that a lot of the times that when studios bring out trailers, they'll put them on like other big movies to advertise it before your actual movie starts. So I was joking with my friends from work, because I work at a movie theater, and I told a lot of my really good friends that if the trailer comes on, I'm running out in the hallway, because I don't want to see it. Like, I'm done. I'm done until December. I don't want no spoilers. I don't want nothing. I don't want to see Tobey Maguire in the trailer. I don't want to see Andrew Garfield in the trailer. I was like, I'm done. I will run out until that trailer is over. But then, I was trying to avoid it, and I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what, because I was going to Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was a phenomenal movie. One of my favorite movies of this year so far. I had so much fun with it. Really, at first it was really slow, but once it got going, man, I loved it. I really loved Ghostbusters, and it took the spot away from Free Guy. Free Guy is a very, 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 very close number 2. I had so much fun with Free Guy. Oh my god, like, it was phenomenal. So anyway, I forget what trailers were on Ghostbusters Afterlife. So I was watching it, and I was like, okay, I think The Matrix was on there. I think the Super Pets was on that one, which I'm really excited to see that. Like, I am excited for the Super Pets. And then I was like, I got to the ads or whatever, and I got to the very last trailer. I'm like, oh my god, the Spider-Man trailer is not going to be on it. And the Spider-Man trailer hit. I was like, no! I was like, okay, I'm in my seat. I'm not running out of the theater. I told my friends, I promise if it was on Ghostbusters, I would sit in the theater and watch it. And oh my god, it really didn't spoil anything. It pretty much just, showed more, the same characters on different scenes. Which I will talk about the trailer just in a few minutes. But yeah, I was like, wow, okay, good. I'm glad it didn't spoil nothing. There's rumors that another trailer might be coming out next week. And I'm like, why? Why do you insist to release another trailer? The comic book sweaties know the movie, is coming out. Your mediocre fan that's, just a movie fan and not a comic book fan will just go see the comic book fan and just go see the comic book movies because they're a movie fan, They know it's coming out. Your grandma Tina with the one leg and one arm that's drinking prune juice and has just sits and watch soap operas every morning. She knows that Spider-Man's coming out. So we don't need another trailer. We don't need another trailer. Why? Why do you insist you need another trailer? We're like basically 1 week away. I don't want to see more footage. Now, maybe other people's like, they don't care about spoilers and stuff. Like, give me all the spoilers. You know, some people's like, I don't care about the spoilers. Give me all the spoilers. I'm still going to see the movie. And I'm like, that would just, I just don't understand people that do that. They were like, I don't care about spoilers. Like, I'm going to go see the movie. It takes away from the fun. Like, it takes so much fun away from the movie. I don't know. What do you guys feel like? Do you guys like to be spoiler free going into a movie and try not to see anything? Maybe just see the teaser trailer and not seeing the full trailer, and you saw the teaser trailer and like, you know what? I'm ready for this movie in 3 months or something. But anyway, yeah, like, oh my God, I know I'm getting in the way, so get in the way of getting ready to talk about No Way Out, but my really good friend at work let me borrow the first 3 Tobey Maguire movies and the first 2 Andrew Garfield movies, and I have not seen the Tobey Maguire movies in probably like 10 years. So the other night, I watched the first Tobey Maguire movie, which I think I watched it on Sunday. And let me tell you, it was like watching it in the theater for the first time. And after seeing Tom Holland, which Tom Holland is one of my favorite Spider-Man Peter Parkers, because I feel like Tom Holland fits the role. He looks like Peter Parker. He's like the right age. He doesn't look old. I think he brings the humor from the comic books rather than what Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield does. I think Tom Holland is just a great Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Even though I was like, oh my God, that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit is fucking awesome. I like that over the Tom Holland suit. So anyway, I love the first one. I forgot how good William Dafoe's in it. I am a huge Green Goblin fan. I've always been a big Green Goblin fan ever since the 60s Spider-Man cartoon, which I didn't grow up in the 60s, but obviously I'm an 80s brat, so I saw that on reruns. Score is great. Danny Elfman's score is fantastic for that first movie. I just love it. I gave it a 10 out of 10, and you can find my review for Spider-Man on my TikTok, PS Gamer Guy 76. The second one, I remember I only saw it like twice. Once out of theaters, once on DVD or Blu-ray. I had it. I didn't see it a lot because I just not a big Doc Ock fan. I never liked that character in the comics. I think it's a lame character, but after seeing it for like the second or third time, I'll say it's the third time seeing it, I was like, you know what? This movie is not as bad as I remember it. I gave it a 7 just because I really don't like James Franco. Like, he's okay in the first movie, but I don't like him in the second one at all, or the third one. The second one is great. I love the fight between Spider-Man and Doc Ock up on the clock tower. Alfred Molina, it does a great job as Doc Ock. And I like Doc Ock from the PS4 Spider-Man game. But overall, not a huge Doc Ock fan, but I had fun with it. And then 2 nights ago, I ended up watching Spider-Man 3, which, oh my God, that is a hellfire wreck inferno on a train track. Compared to the Tom Hardy Venom, oh my God, and Eddie Brock, Topher Grace sounds like a fucking idiot. He looks like a douchebag. Oh my God. And hearing Venom talk, the costume is terrible. Oh my God. Like, what was Sony thinking? And the new Goblin? That one? Oh my God. Like, James Franco, Harry Osborn is so terrible in Spider-Man 3. I hated the Goblin. I'm like, why is this a thing? I remember even going into the third one, coming out of the third one, and being like, what the fuck was that? Sandman? Thomas Hayden Church? Oh my God. Thomas Hayden Church was fantastic in it. That's the only reason why I would buy Spider-Man 3 is because of Thomas Hayden Church. And I really hope we get Thomas Hayden Church in human form in Sandman. as Sandman in No Way Home, but I'm afraid we're just going to get him in sand form, which is kind of really disappointing. If we don't get him in human form, I just feel like that'll be one of my check boxes of disappointment for No Way Home, which I am going to do a spoiler review. I don't know if I'm going to do it that night. I might do it that night. I might wait till Sunday. I don't know. But I will do a non-spoiler and spoiler video. I don't know if I'm going to do out of the theater reaction yet. I don't know yet. But I can't wait. I cannot wait. But anyway, Spider-Man 3, like, Peter Parker, the whole, like, symbiote, like, him becoming, like, an emo person. What the hell was that? The dancing? I thought the score wasn't great. I think I gave it a 5 just because of Sandman. But yeah, the third one is so terrible. And you can go online and look at what do you call those? The sketches. There's a name to it. Oh God, I just had the major brain fart. What am I thinking? The sketch art, when they put like drawings on the board for different scenes. Why am I farting around and forgetting it? Oh God, I'm gonna think about it after. Anyway, you can see the drawings for the possible Spider-Man 4 that Sam Raimi was going to have. And I honestly can tell you, Spider-Man 4 was probably going to be the best one. You were going to have John Malkovich as Vulture. You were going to have Bruce Campbell as Mysterio, and Shocker was going to be in it. And a lot of people say, well, there was too many villains in Spider-Man 2. No, I just felt like Green Goblin was also awful. Venom was awful. And Sam Raimi for the longest time was like, I don't want to do Venom. I do not want to do Venom. And the Sony suit people were breathing down Sam Raimi's neck just because, you know, they wanted Venom in it. And it was like, you know, he basically had no choice, because basically if the Sony exec says, hey, we want Venom in this movie and Venom is hot, you know, he had no choice. You know, it should have been, no Green Goblin, no New Goblin, whatever the bullshit that is Harry Osborn was. It should have been Vulture. It should have been Sandman. And I think you could have done Shocker. I think Mysterio is like for like another movie. As Sam Raimi would have done Spider-Man 5. I think Mysterio should have been in that one. But I would have done Vulture and I would have done Sandman. I wonder if Sam Raimi was going to lean to do a spin-off Sinister Six movie. I don't know. Is he on Twitter? I gotta tweet him. I need to somehow find out where Sam Raimi is on social media and ask him what his plan was after, if he was going to do Spider-Man 3. Did he already have, you know, potential for a new trilogy of 4, 5, and 6, and then maybe 6 being a, like, Sinister Six movie? I don't know. But anyway, I know I'm trailing off, but yeah, I'm just saying I appreciated the Tobey Maguire movies, watching them the other day, because for the longest time I'm like, after seeing Homecoming, I was like, yeah, those movies suck. I don't ever want to watch those again. But yeah, they weren't bad. I think I'm going to skip Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man Part 2 because, or 2, I should say, because I just really don't like Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like, the suit's cool, but yeah, I kind of just want to watch a Rhino. Like, oh my God, like, Rhino was fantastic. A lot of people are going to be like, are you fucking out of your mind? What would you want? Would you want Paul Giamatti in a big fucking Rhino suit running around New York? I think the mechanical thing was really cool. Hey, Spider-Man. Or I can't, that was a bad Arnold. That was not a Russian accent for Rhino. But anyway, let's get on to talking No Way Out. I'm sorry that I trailed off. But yeah, No Way Home is basically the WWE of the MCU movies. Like, we don't know, if you're not a wrestling fan, the Royal Rumble is a 30-man battle royal where you start off with number 1 and number 2 in the ring, and every 3 minutes they do a countdown, and a mysterious wrestler comes out, and you don't know who it is. So until you get to number 30. And this is basically the same thing. This is the version of the WWE Royal Rumble, because you don't know who's going to show up. We already know that Doctor Strange is in the movie. We already know that Happy's in the movie. We already know that Green Goblin's coming back. We know that Jamie Foxx's Electro's coming back, which looks so much better than that blue light up bowling ball, gumball, whatever the fuck that was in Amazing Spider-Man 2. We know Sandman's coming back. So, and he looks so much better. Now, to me, I'm an old school Electro fan with the lightning bolts on his face, and that looks like what we're getting. So, hey, fucking Jamie Foxx redeemed himself. Well, not Jamie Foxx, because it obviously was fucking Sony, the people behind Amazing Spider-Man 2, who made that goofy ass design for Electro, which is not fucking Electro. So, I mean, Tobey Maguire showing up, I don't know. I will say over 80%. I will say over 80% Tobey Maguire is showing up. Is Andrew Garfield showing up? He keeps denying it. But you know what? It's the same bullshit that Hugh McGregor did for a whole year, saying, I can't talk about it. No, I don't know. No, I'm not coming back to play Obi-Wan. Andrew Garfield shows up. I think Tom Holland, well, I don't know if Doctor Strange is going to help defeat Sandman, Electro, Green Goblin. Is Venom showing up? I don't know. We're going to get that in a minute. But I think this Tom Holland's Peter Parker Spider-Man needs the help of fucking Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, which I am just going to shit in my pants like 9 times just to see Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire all in the same fucking scene. Oh my God. I am so glad this movie is 3 hours. You need a long movie. People will be like, you know what? That is too long for a comic book movie. On a movie like this, like when it's something epic, where we haven't had an epic movie in so fucking long because of fucking COVID and Unicron, Oxycron, Oxycream, that whatever fucking variant that's going on right now. We haven't had a huge blockbuster Marvel movie in a long time. So bring it on. Just I don't know. Like who else is going to be showing up from past movies? You know, is Rhino going to be showing up? I think the Lizard's going to be showing up. I don't know. I just don't know. And I also wanted to continue with on that topic. Which I said this to my friends from work at the theater. I posed a question. I said, what characters would you lose your mind if you nerd out and you were just like, oh my God, you had like 10 pounds of sweat coming down you because this person showed up. My really good friend Dean was like the Fantastic Four. Could the Fantastic Four show up? Is it a possibility? I wouldn't rule it out. Do I think it's probably more than 60%? No. I think the Fantastic Four showing up is probably a 0 to 1%. I don't think they're ready for the Fantastic Four yet. Now, I will say, I think in No Way Home, we're finally going to find out who bought Stark Tower. Which, is it going to be Oscorp? Or is it going to be the Baxter Building? Which, if I was going into Vegas right now, I would go up to that fine-looking lady up in that cage and be like, you know what? I want to put $50 down on No Way Out when it comes out that the Stark Tower was bought out by Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. That's where I think it's going. I think that's where I really want it to go to. My really good friend Matt was saying, I think what I said was Daredevil, or not Daredevil, Deadpool. You know, I think if Deadpool's going to show up, because Spider-Man and Deadpool has such a great relationship in the comics, I just feel like this would be the way to bring in Deadpool, is in a Spider-Man movie, after credit scene, towards the end of the movie, to say, hey, Deadpool is in the movie. And you know what? A lot of Marvel movies, like especially with the X-Men movies, has allowed one F-bomb in a movie. Can you imagine if Deadpool showed up and then be like, where in the fuck am I? Oh my God, I would laugh so hard. I just hope my theater is very interactive and cheers and claps like it did for Infinity War and Endgame, where people lose their mind. That's my guess. That's my guess, that I would lose my mind over fucking Deadpool. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman? I know John Campea was talking about it last night. I would love to see him show back up, because I would love to see him in a Deadpool movie, but why would he show up in a Spider-Man movie? I think that's probably almost like a 0 to 1%. But anyway, also continuing on that, if there's 2 after credit scenes, I think 3 scenarios that I want to happen. And I don't know anything. I have not talked to anybody from Sony or Disney. I don't know any information. I don't know nothing. But what if the first after credit scene was fucking Daredevil? Like, in some shape or form, like, he's swinging down the block and Daredevil is up on a gargoyle. Oh my God. I'm going to clap. I am going to cry. I'm going to fall out of my seat, because lucky for me, I got to meet Charlie Cox. You know what? I'm going to even show you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you this. This is the greatest thing ever. Since, we're talking about Daredevil. So far, this is the only time that Daredevil has met Spider-Man so far. It was at Indiana Comic-Con 2017. I got to meet Charlie Cox. I've been cosplaying since 2015. And yeah, me meeting Charlie Cox, a.k.a. Daredevil, was the greatest thing in the whole wide world. I will tell you right now, I was fangirling so hard when I was talking to Charlie Cox. I was just babbling. It was just insane. Do I think Daredevil is showing up in this movie or in an after credit scene? Over 90%. Over 90%, I think Daredevil's showing up. Charlie Cox is showing up. This just makes the most sense. Another after credit scene. Do I think Miles Morales is showing up? Over 80%. Because I believe that's where they're going with the next Spider-Man trilogy. Even though Tom Holland is going to show up in whatever it is, No Way Out of the MCU 4, whatever, Spider-Man 4. I think Miles Morales is going to show up. I think he's going to mentor Miles Morales. And I think we are going to have Miles Morales in the second and third film and in the first one. But I just feel like, you know what other would blow my mind too? What if like the across the universe, or across the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales' animated character shows up goes from the animated world into the live action world. I would probably I would lose my mind. But do I think, yeah, I think an after credit scene. Is Venom showing up? Yes. Venom 100% is showing up in Spider-Man No Way Home. And it's already been confirmed by the Morbius's director. Hold on one sec. Alexa, who is directing Morbius?
Morbius is directed by Daniel Espinosa.
Daniel Espinosa confirmed, which it was today or yesterday, that Venom is showing up in Morbius. That just puts my excitement level for Morbius like at 1,000%, because I'm reading Morbius right now, or not reading Morbius. I'm reading Domino, and Morbius showed up in the Domino series. And let me tell you, Jared Leto as Morbius is the best thing ever that he's done. Like, better than the Joker. I think this is the best comic book character he can that he got casted for. But 100% Venom is showing up, I think, towards the end of the movie or an after credit scene. I don't want him to show up like halfway through the movie or halfway into the movie, just because the movie is already going to be compact with characters. Is Deadpool showing up? Yes. I'm telling you, that's the one person that I would nerd out on. I think Deadpool with a 60 to 70% chance that he is showing up. Is the X-Men showing up? I will say 20%, under 20%. I just don't see it. I just see I'll just say even a 1 to 2%, anywhere between a 20 to 1 to 20%. There is no, unless it's like one character, but I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it. Will Blade show up? No, I don't think Blade's going to show up in this. Is Blade going to show up in Morbius? Now, my 5% for No Way Home, yes, I think 5% he shows up in Spider-Man. Is he showing up in Morbius? I mean, early on, I'm going to say 90% Blade shows up in Morbius. I really do. I just don't know. I just don't know how this is going to end. I also want to know at what point in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie 1, 2, and 3 did Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, and in Amazing Spider-Man did Electro and the Lizard get pulled through the Spider-Verse into Tom Holland's world? Like, at what point? I hope they go back and go into the Tobey Maguire movie and showing him getting pulled through or something. Like, all the characters. You have to. I just feel like it would just be weird for them not to show them getting pulled into the Spider-Verse, into Tom Holland's world. I don't know. But yeah, I am so hyped. Like, my hype level is I am going in thinking this could be possibly. I have 13 favorite comic book movies of all time, and I'm trying to see if I can try to name them, even though how tired I am. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Homecoming, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Civil War, Captain America Winter Soldier, which is right now still my favorite comic book movie of all time. Did I say Civil War? I think I said Civil War. Deadpool, Wonder Woman, Batman 89, Superman 2, X-Men 2, X-Men Days of Future Past. I think I named all 13 of them. But I think I might have 14. I think I could honestly say I'm going to put No Way Home into that special bracket of my all-time favorite comic book movies. I don't know. Is Kristen Dunst showing up as Mary Jane? Is Emma Watson showing up? Or Emma Watson. Oh, God. is not my Emma Watson, Gwen Stacy. Oh my God, Betty Brant is obviously, I think J. Jonah Jameson. Like, I feel like he needs to be at the Daily Bugle right now. Who else could show up? Oh my God. Like, I would love to see Topher Grace's Venom show up and have Tom Hardy's Venom fighting him and killing him off. Oh my God. That would just be insane. I'm not going to try to make this a 2-hour podcast, but anyway, I also wanted to pick this up on about John Campy was talking about, but I guess this is coming from MovieWeb, but Spider-Man No Way Home press screenings, they're only shown the first 40 minutes of the movie. When it comes to avoiding Marvel's secrets being revealed too early, the studio seems to be taking action to prevent information leaking ahead of time. It seemed like only minutes after the world premiere of Eternals revealed Harry Styles' surprise role in the mid-credit scene that the spoiler was posted far and wide on the internet without any subtle or any way of those looking to avoid such information from avoiding it. Whether it is coincidence or a case of once bitten, twice shy, according to a number of usual short sources, including big screen leaks, the press screenings for Spider-Man No Way Home will only include a reported 40 minutes of footage from the movie to give those in attendance enough of an idea of the film to go into the press event junkets. While it has been said the same group will also be invited back to see the whole film at a later date, which the premiere is probably going to be Tuesday or Monday, the full movie is believed to be not getting any airing until the premiere to prevent certain spoilers from being leaked in advance. We already know that there are so many rumors about the appearance of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the final third of the movie, the potential for a sixth villain that hasn't been disclosed to turn up with that 5 that has been revealed. That's all I'm going to reveal there because I don't want to see any other things in case MovieWeb spoils it. But I think this is great. This is the first time that they're doing this, and I wish they would do this with more comic book movies so critics can just have a little bit of taste to go in to interview Tom Holland and everybody else about the movie and not confirm if Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Rhino, anybody that is in the movie. So I think this is great. I hope they do this with the Batman. I hope they do this with all comic book movies, so they don't have spoilers. Like they don't need to see the whole freaking free movie. You freaking freeloaders, go pay your $13.75 for a movie ticket. Get your popcorn and feed your fat ass inside the movie theater and watch it with all of us fans instead of seeing a whole free movie and going out and spoiling the whole goddamn thing on fucking Twitter. You know, that really pisses me off. I'm already just avoiding Twitter as it is because Twitter is a titty tease and infested with spoilers, which sucks. And those are the people that should be sitting rotten in prison right now, who spoils the movies, especially comic book movies. That just really pisses me off. Speaking of that pisses me off, I got to give a shout out to Mr. YellowFlash2. He did a little video a few days ago talking about Hawkeye. Now, it's 8 minutes long, and I've got to play this because I've got to call him out on some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard this motherfucker say. So, I am going to play this video, pause it, and give you my thoughts. So, here we go. Here's some of Mr. YellowFlash's thoughts on Hawkeye and basically the MCU.
Over on Disney Plus, if you're looking for some new Marvel, Hawkeye Season 1 has started. I don't know if all of the episodes are available. I think just the first 2 are up right now, maybe the third one. I haven't watched it yet, so I really don't know much about it. And to be honest, I really just don't feel that interested in about it because it's not really Hawkeye's story, is it? It's Kate Bishop's story, who calls herself Hawkeye, and she's not Hawkeye. She's Fake Eye. That's my opinion on it. Just never cared for the character. She just...
Okay, what? What is it? Fake Eye. Oh, it's Fake Eye. Hello. This is mostly a Kate Bishop because they're introducing the Young Avengers because Miss Marvel's getting her own series. And Riri Williams is getting her own series. Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, is getting her own series, which I think they're going to be leaning to the Young Avengers. So it's like, what? It's basically Kate Bishop's show with Jeremy Renner's Clint Barton appearing in it. Fake Eye. Oh, shut up.
Just another replacement character, and I don't care about it, but...
It's not a replacement character. Replacement character? Are you kidding me?
It does seem that audiences like it. That's great, but they seem to be tuning out, which is also kind of funny. Now, I want to be...
I don't think it's any funny at all. I think Hawkeye's great. It's my favorite Marvel Plus series to date. Disney Plus series. I love it. And this is coming from a huge Kelly Thompson fan, a big fan of Hawkeye, the comic, and of West Coast Avengers, who Clint Barton himself, Hawkeye, is in, I think, both. I haven't read Hawkeye in a long time, but they're both in the series. He's the premiering, so what's the difference? What's the difference if Hawkeye is showing up this Kate Bishop, Hawkeye is showing up in the Hawkeye Kate Bishop comic?
I don't know if the show is woke or not. I haven't seen it. That's just Comic Book News' headline. But one thing...
Well, that's where you're getting your news from Cosmic Book News, the website. Oh my God, there's a reliable site.
That we can talk about is the 40% decline from the previous Marvel show, Loki.
Loki was great. I'm sorry. I thought Loki was fantastic. And I talked to a lot of people that love Loki. So, I mean, there's probably some people out there that didn't like Loki, but I thought it was fantastic. It's my third favorite show, my Disney Plus Marvel show.
Which is pretty pathetic.
You know what's pathetic? Your fucking YouTube video on this.
Marvel seems to be on these weird fluctuations with their numbers. I think that it's only a matter of time till the cards fall on this shit, because from what I hear, Eternals was bad.
You heard Eternals was bad. You haven't even seen the movie. Oh, I heard Eternals is bad and garbage. I'm not even going to see that bullshit. Go see the fucking movie and then make your judgment after. Don't oh yeah, it's terrible. It's garbage. It's fucking awful.
I thought Shang-Chi was pretty boring.
Shang-Chi was boring? That movie was so much fun. It was a fresh air of the MCU. It was nice to have something different. And it gives out a lot of Asian people to actually have a superhero they can look up to. Like, boring? That easily could have been the best movie of this year, which it's in my top 5, my favorite movies of 2021. Boring? Boring? What?
Loki had some potential, to be honest, but fall flat.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? Loki was fantastic. What the fuck are you even speaking? Go back in the cave where you came.
Fell flat. And then, what was the one before it? The Captain America one?
You can tell, what was that one guy's name with the shield? And his name was the White Wolf guy who was friends with You can tell this guy is not a fucking comic book fan. And if he is a comic book fan, he is such a fucking fake fan. He's got the red and white just spread right all over him that he is such a fucking fake fan. What is that one show before, or that was after WandaVision with that black dude with the wings?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. really like that one either. So I don't know. Oh, and WandaVision started off great, and the ending was terrible. And then
Oh my god. First of all, I think you need to stop watching Marvel shows. Because if you don't like WandaVision or Loki, or you're saying that Shang-Chi was boring, I have no idea what your deal is. I will hate to hear what your top 5 favorite comic book movies of all time are. I can tell you they're probably Iron Man 3, X-Men 3, Wolverine Origins, Elektra, and the first Hulk movie with Eric Bana.
we found out they changed the ending because, well, they wanted more girl power instead of a good story, because originally Doctor Strange was supposed to come in and save the day, kind of, and help Wanda learn her powers. But instead of having a story that makes sense, they decided to remove Doctor Strange because, well, Kevin Feige didn't want the boys to come help on this one. Seriously, he said something like that, which is ridiculous.
Oh, I think an ad's I think an ad's going to pop up in a second. So I'm gonna mute it until the ad's over, and then I'll unmute it and then continue to this idiot's YouTube.
As Nerdrotic calls it, is taking shape, and they're going to replace Hawkeye with Kate Bishop. Now, from what I hear, she's a more
They're not replacing fucking Kate Bishop. They're not replacing Clint with Kate Bishop. Both of the characters exist in comics. Fucking Jeremy Renner isn't going to be Hawkeye for the rest of his life. There is another Hawkeye. He's going to probably train the Young Avengers. She's not replacing anybody. She's just stepping in because Hawkeye is going to retire.
likable version of Kate Bishop, and if that's true, that's cool. I just don't care about this character, and I do think that
if you don't care about the character, then why are you even doing a YouTube video on fucking Hawkeye? That makes no sense.
Erasing all of the old characters that everybody liked is going to hurt Marvel's plans going forward. They might not see that yet.
Trust me, Yellow Flash, the MCU will be fine. Marvel is going to be fine. Trust me. We've got a lot of good movies coming out. Thor, Love and Thunder, which you're probably going to knock fucking Lady Thor. Oh, well, I can't believe there's a fucking female Thor in Love and Thunder. Fucking Doctor Strange is coming. We've got another Guardians. We probably got another Avengers coming up. We've got more Spider-Mans coming up. What is your deal? The X-Men is coming eventually. Fantastic Four. Oh my god. I can't wait to hear your opinion on the Fantastic Four and X-Men when they show up in the MCU.
But it's only a matter of time until it happens. Because it's all running a formula, it's all generic, and there's only so much an audience will take. But that's okay.
Yeah, you know what? Audience is going to go. As long as the movie is good, and it's characters they care about, and they're a comic book reader, collector, and an MCU fan, they're going to show up. I'm going to show up.
Disney will just start remaking things then.
No, they're not going to remake anything. They're not going to remake Iron Man. They're not going to remake fucking Black Widow and all this bullshit. Just stop.
Which is what it's going to be the next big thing, okay? You don't like comic book movies anymore? We'll just do remakes of everything.
Oh my god. If you haven't blown out your brains now, this will probably be the time to get a gun and blow your brains out, I think, after hearing him talk.
So let's take a look at what they're saying here. More bad news for Disney Plus and Marvel, as it has learned, the woke Hawkeye series is a huge fail and is presently performing as the worst of the live-action MCU shows on the streaming service. Hawkeye, which stars Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, who replaces Jeremy
Steinfeld. Get it right. Haley Steinfeld.
Renner's character in the MCU, basically a guest star on his own show, was watched by a whopping 40% less than Loki, the previous live-action MCU show.
Yes, because a lot of people don't know who Kate Bishop is. That's why.
Disney Plus. Symbol comes from Samba TV via Deadline, who measures streaming service viewership, where the first episode number for Hawkeye trails the 5-day U.S. household viewership figure for Loki by 40%. Loki was watched by 2.5 million homes, while Hawkeye was watched by 1.5 million U.S. households. This number is also less than Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision. So that's pretty pathetic, to be honest. It's bad. This is a Marvel property. But it's just showing you, like, nobody cares about these new characters.
I care. I love Miss Marvel. I love Kate Bishop. I love Riri Williams. I love She-Hulk. I love Moon Knight.
It'll be interesting to see. You know what we're going to see, the real numbers, is when they do Captain America 4.
I'm glad that you speak for everybody, that they hate these characters.
That's going to be an interesting one to watch. But as far as this goes, like, no one seems to care about Kate Bishop, and I don't blame them. She's a shitty character. We already had Hawkeye. He's right here. His name is Clint Barton. Okay?
Oh my
Why don't you
God.
just recast him if you don't want to pay Jeremy Renner money anymore? Instead, they're going to bring in Kate Bishop, a Mary Sue version of Hawkeye, and she is. So, you know, in the comics, they say she's better than him too, which is funny. Like she's comes from like a rich family. He came from shit. Like, she's nowhere near as interesting as him, and they run into that problem quite a bit in the comics. Like, nobody cares about Kate Bishop in the comics. Nobody cares about any of those replacement characters.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
They could probably
You're
do
a
better
fucking...
job with them in live action, and we'll see. From what I hear, the Kate Bishop is fine.
Oh my God. I've got to write something real quick. Well, actually, I'll probably do it, but... For these characters... Oh my God. Unbelievable. This guy's video, I swear.
Fine in the show, like I said, I am watching. I just don't have any interest in watching it.
Then don't knock it.
Just
Then don't knock it. If you have no interest, you have no reason to fucking knock Kate Bishop. Hawkeye. You have no reason to. Just shut up.
so generic at this point. But
Oh.
look at this. This is even more pathetic. What is so alarming for Hawkeye is the second episode saw a drop-off of 200K.
Dude, the second episode was so fucking good. What are you... Like, the third episode was phenomenal. Like, oh my God. Don't listen to this guy. Check out Hawkeye. Hawkeye is really good.
Viewers, as only 1.3 million stuck around to watch
Oh
episode
my
2.
God.
Both the first and second episodes were released at the same time on Disney Plus, so that means 200,000 people didn't like the first episode and decided not to watch the second one.
Well, if they don't like it, they don't have to watch the rest of it. That doesn't mean the show sucks.
Which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. So I don't know. You know, only time will tell. Maybe I'm wrong, and
You are wrong 100% throughout this whole fucking video. You've been wrong soon as you hit record.
Marvel will continue to be a juggernaut.
Of course Marvel's going to be a juggernaut because us comic book sweaty are going to go see the fucking movie because people love the MCU and love comic book movies.
But I just think the wheels are going to come off.
Oh my God, the wheels aren't going to come off. Yeah, the wheels are going to come off. I hope the wheels come off your YouTube channel.
And it's going to be this pretty obvious push to make as many female characters as you can and stuff. And just people are sick of it, man. Just give us our classic heroes.
I'm not sick of it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm loving these new characters. I love them from the comics. Moon Knight.
You know, why don't you just reboot the Marvel Universe?
Oh my God. Reboot the Marvel Universe. Oh my God. Oh, this guy, I tell you what. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, this video only has like a couple, like another minute or two. So, yeah.
And do it better, because now you have everybody. You know, think about if they were to reboot it, they could have Spider-Man at the beginning.
Oh
Fantastic
my God.
Four,
No.
X-Men. Like, that would be the way to go about it. But that's not what they're going to do.
Well, I am so glad you're not in charge of the MCU. I'll tell that right now.
They're going to keep going forward until they burn it out. And that's on them. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also,
The MCU is going to survive. The MCU is going to be fine, despite what you think. Oh my God. I saw this video last night. Oh my God. I have never heard so much idiocy. Oh my.
if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure it's still.
No, don't share the. Well, share the video so you could just tell people like, I can't believe what this Joker is saying.
Notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to
Yeah, nobody wants to.
help support the channel,
Nobody wants to support your channel or buy your awful merchandise, fucking shirts and stuff. Maybe buy your shirts and fucking burn it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is YellowFlash2, his YouTube channel, talking about Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Oh my God, that was the roughest 8 minutes of YouTube I have ever watched in my life. It is just unbelievable. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I might do a pre night before Spider-Man, get ready, maybe talking about a few more other things. Maybe I'll go live and have some people join me in the conversation and stuff and everything. So anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. Give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hopefully you're going to Spider-Man Thursday night. Avoid spoilers, stay off of Twitter, go in spoiler free, and until I talk to you next time, take care, have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Hello. Okay. I'm going to stop it there because I think I got it.